Okay, so this is my my project. It's called Screwdriver. I am Bobby Sears. I created a an application called Screwdriver. Um, it's like a handyman app, I guess. It's used for ordering parts and tools and all sorts of hardware that mechanics and craftsmen would need on the job. Uh, I came up with this app kind of randomly one day. Me and my dad were working on my car. We were doing a brake job, and we needed a part. There was some part that we needed that we just did not have. So um, there was no other way to get it besides. So I don't know. I don't know what you know about brake jobs, but they're really gross. They're disgusting. They're nasty. You get stuff all over yourself. So we had to go inside, get completely changed, like get all like washed up and stuff. Then get in the car, go to the store, find the part that we needed, buy it, and then come back home, get back into our dirty clothes, and then get back into the rhythm. That takes like 2 hours. That's and working on something at like 8 o'clock at night. That's a lot of time, and I don't. And it's not fun being up at 11 o'clock trying to get your car working for the next day, like that. It's not fun. So I devised an app that would make things easier for you. So the idea of it, so again, for example, you're missing a part or a tool or something specific. So the idea here was um, make an app that someone can order a nut, a bolt, a part, some sort of whatever they need that's like something specific, I guess. Go on the app, search for whatever thing it is, and then order it. What a screwdriver will then go find that part at Home Depot, Menards, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, wherever it might be, like wherever it's needed, and then deliver it straight to your house. So you won't have to go through the process of getting yourself all cleaned up and then going to the store and stuff. Someone else that's already cleaned up will go find it for you. And while they're doing that, you probably have some other job that you could be doing. Like a brake job, and again, for example, there are 4 brakes. So even if you're missing one part, you have 4 other brakes to keep working on while you're waiting on that part to get there. Um, so the hard part about this, I have to create an app for a phone. I've never done that. I have no clue how to do that. I've never done any kind of coding. I've never done anything close to that. Um, I do things like brake jobs, very physical, hands-on type things. Very little in the realm of coding numbers and words and all sorts of that kind of stuff. So I had no clue what kind of process to use for that. So I started going to YouTube and Google and all sorts of different things just to kind of find how and where and what to do it. Team wise, this was just me doing it by myself, um, which is good and bad at the same time. It's good because I know what's happening with the app at all times. I know how to divvy up the work properly, so then I know like what needs to be done what day and that it's going to get done as long as I'm doing what I need to be doing. The problem is that I have to do everything myself. Um, I have limits. I don't know how to code, but if I was working with a team, someone that I'm working with may have known. So I had to teach myself everything in order to be able to do any of this. Um, so here's kind of what I came up with. So I found this really awesome website called Mobi Roller. It like guided me through creating my app. Um, from here, this is just the main dashboard area. Um, it's nothing too crazy to look at here. Uh, Basically, it gave me like the different sections of what I had to work with. So like the content section of my app, like what kind of content I'm putting into it, everything to the commerce part and like the money and how that's all going to get functioned through. Um, so I took screenshots on my phone. They aren't the best quality. I don't know why. I did the best I could. One other thing, there's this weird circle thing here. It's in all the pictures. Because I am the admin of the app on my phone, it that's always there. It's a drop down thing with a bunch of tools on it. Just ignore that. The rest of the app is what it should be for someone else's regular phone. So this is the main home screen. There are 3 different tabs on it. There's the buy or icons, I guess. There's the buy icon, the Instagram icon, and the screwdrivers icon. When you click on the buy icon, it takes you to this tab. It has 3 different sections for tools, parts, and then like the nuts and screws and bits and that kind of thing. I did the best I could. The quality plummeted when I took these screenshots, but you get the idea. These lists are really big. They are super detailed. I'm sad that I wasn't able to show them off better, but each one has a huge list of parts and tools, just depending on what section you are in. Um, uh, if this product would go into the next phase, what would happen would be um, I would then go to places like O'Reilly's and Menards and Home Depot and all these different other big parts and tools places and talk with them about adding their website into my app. So then when they click, so then when the user, the customer clicks on whatever piece, so if they need a counter bore, for example, they'd be able to click on that and go directly to the Menards website, order the part, and then just get sent back to my app for the job to then get posted for one of the screwdrivers. The second icon is the Instagram icon. This is what that icon would end up looking like. This the Instagram icon, that seems a little weird at first, like to think about, like why would I have that on here? There's a few different reasons. One, it's for like publicity to kind of show off like just to people like around. Like if this app were to become big, it would start showing up in different places, and people would find um, my app like on social media, wonder what it is, and then go download it. On top of that, it's also for community to show like, oh well, this guy here did this with his car using my app. This guy did it with this, and so on and so forth. Um, and then the third reason for it would be, let's say like the app has to go down for maintenance or something. I'd be able to share that with everyone, so anyone that's seen it would know like, oh hey, the app is down, I can't use it right now, kind of idea. The third icon is the screwdriver icon, like the actual like the Ubers, I guess. Um, so there are three different tabs on this. There's the Job Finder tab, the Sign Up for New Drivers tab, and the Personal Inbox tab. The Job Finder tab works. It looks a lot like Google Maps. Um, so the way it works, whenever someone places an order, uh, like let's say they place it over here in Perry or something, a little icon would pop up for someone to then click on, and then they can take the job, go find the part, and bring it to that house. Now, I also created a website for any new drivers, which is this here. Um, so it lists and talks about what a driver does, like what do the screwdrivers do, and then there's a job application form. The next phase of this app would be me going and creating like a full-on actual application, um, and then probably going into more detail on this website and making uh, like more user-friendly uh, areas for it. And then the sadly the personal inbox, the final tab, does not work on my phone, partially because I am the administrator of the app, the manager. So I personally can't see it because it's built for the users. And on top of that, the way that I downloaded it on my phone wouldn't allow me to look at it anyway, even if I was a user, because I am the admin. There's a lot more technical things into it, but that's the basic of it. Um, so that's kind of the finish of it all. That's all the different areas on the app that I was able to create. Um, so what did I learn? Well, I learned coding, which is ridiculously hard. I didn't think I was going to be able to figure that out. I learned how to do it's less technical coding thanks to the Mobi Roller app or website. Um, it's not like scratch block coding, but it is simplified for me, which I really enjoyed. It did teach me the basics of coding, which I had no knowledge of before, which was really awesome. I also learned how to do proper surveying. I didn't know what kind of parts and stuff to put into my app, so I went around and talked to different people I knew. I know me and my dad both know multiple different like car enthusiasts and craftsmen and all that kind of thing. Um, People from all over the spectrum that would be properly using my app. So I learned how to survey those kinds of people to figure out the parts and stuff needed for it. Um, so for next year, where this app could go, if someone were to take on like the screwdriver app and go further with it, what they would have to step into the next phases, which would be going to places like O'Reilly's and Home Depot and stuff, and talking with those people about adding their company and their websites all into the app. Um, and then they would have to properly code the app so to where people can actually download it onto their phone. I was very close to that, but because of the whole coronavirus thing, lots of things got shut down, so I wasn't able to do that. Um, and that's really it. Um, I don't, I don't, I don't see anyone really taking this on next year. If I'm going to be honest, I hope that people take on other personal projects. I encourage them to use this Moby Roller app or website because it is extremely helpful. Um, on top of that, contact wise, I have my school email there, and I have my actual screwdriver email that I made for the app. Contact on either of those would be just fine. To expand my knowledge, I guess, allowing me to learn some very basic and some further along the way entrepreneurial skills. Just in all, thank you for the opportunity.